Hey everyone, welcome to week 4 of the Sanctuary. Today we are going to do things slightly different. Normally we start with some grounding exercises and kind of get us in our bodies, into our breath, really help stabilize our emotions and our mental state. Today I want to start with something that helps balance the body, and it comes from energy medicine, so kind of like Chinese medicine type of stuff. Basically what it is, it's considered tapping, or EFT, emotional freedom technique would be the wording for it. So basically what you do is you tap on various parts of your body which correspond to different energetic pathways that help balance our body, okay, and balance our emotions, balance our mental state. It's overall just a really great thing to get us into our bodies and into a balanced place. Okay, so we're going to start with this today. So I will get you to participate if you want to, no pressure. But basically, we're going to start by tapping. Actually, we'll start on the top of the head. So basically, you just tap right in this point. This is a point that corresponds to kind of all of our energy systems combined. It's a great point to just, if you're stressed or feel off, maybe just tap on the top of your head. It really helps balance things. It's really fantastic that way. And as you do this, just breathe. Okay, nice and easy. Just observe your breath. If your mind's flying, or you're in an emotional state where you feel kind of off and uncentered, you can just observe these thoughts. So as you tap like this, what it's doing in your brain, say you're stressed with something in your family maybe came up this morning, and you're in a nervous state or just feel really off. By tapping, it sends a signal to the nervous system over and over that someone's tapping on my head, basically. And as you're doing that, you're also thinking of that triggering thing, and so it kind of breaks that mental loop is what it's doing. So it's actually rewiring and taking the emotional charge out of a situation that you were in. So if that thing that was bothering you, as you observe it and as you breathe, as you do this, now you can tap onto your eyes. As you do this, is the stomach meridian, which corresponds to emotions and mental state. Okay. So as you do this, it will help take, like I said, that emotional charge out of whatever the situation was that was bothering you. So it's extremely powerful. Tapping has been something that's really helped me on my path health-wise. I find it's something that's active, and yet it's also very subtle. The field of science now that you'll find studies on this type of thing, it's called energy psychology. Okay, and then just under your collarbone or clavicle, kind of like this is your clavicle and that's your sternum, kind of like right in the soft spot like that on both sides. So you can tap like that. This is the kidney point. The kidney point in Chinese medicine corresponds to fear. This is kidney 27. So it's the end of the kidney meridian, which runs up the front of the body. Obviously going through the kidney, so it has to do with like balancing water and all that, but also it has to do with stress, because the adrenal glands, which release cortisol, sit on top of the kidneys. This will help also balance those. Once again, if you're in a fearful situation, you're stressed out, just tap these. It'll also bring your energy back. And then over your chest or your sternum, you can use fingers or a thumb. You can get the whole George of the Jungle thing going on. So this relates to your thymus gland, which sits underneath your sternum, and relates to your heart. So what we're doing here, starting here, not including the one on top of the head, the one here, my voice, the one here, and then here, and here, and then the one we're going to do in a second are called the 4 thumps by a lady named Donna Eden. She calls it that. But again, these points are traditional Chinese medicine, thousands of years old. And then right on the side, so for a woman, kind of like bra line, you can almost just tap. You can see more where I'm at here. This is my waist there. Is the spleen points. So these help. Overall, the spleen obviously has a immune system role in traditional science. But in Chinese medicine, it has to do with not only that, but also overall our ingestion of thoughts, emotions, as well as the conversion of food into what they call like chi or energy. In yogic tradition, they call it prana. So science would refer to like more like ATP, but there isn't really a term in modern science for like energetic type of stuff like this yet. But that's a great point. If your hands ever get cold or you just feel off, especially in the morning, you can hold or tap those points, but also just hold those points, or anywhere along the side as the spleen points. So observe your thoughts now. Deep breath. We're going to do one more. Again, kind of from the energy medicine type of thing. This is, again, Donna Eden, this lady refers to it as the hookup. Basically, you're hooking up the lower energy centers around your abdomen with the energy centers in your upper. Okay, so take your middle fingers and both fingers. Get those birds going. And then go middle finger on your left hand on your belly button, your navel, and then middle finger between your eyes, which is like the third eye point, also the bladder area, bladder meridian, which is like nervous system, etc. So lightly push in with both and lightly push up, and you'll find, as mine just did, actually I didn't actually mean to do that, but the shoulders drop, the nervous system relaxes and the shoulders drop. So just hold this point. This point in the abdomen corresponds to the vagus nerve, as well as the spleen point on the side of the body, but we're tapping both of them do, which I'll explain in a second a little more about that, what the vagus nerve does for us. This is the health sanctuary today. We'll do some music and song stuff again, but focus on this for now. So this really, again, brings you back to balance when you push on these points. It's really amazing. It continually kind of blows my mind how effective this is. Like, not even tooting my own horn. I didn't come up with this. Like, it's really balancing for the body. It's great. Just breathe normally as you're doing this. Good. And once again, just observe your state. Crackety crack crack there. Okay. Okay, so let's do some quick breathing here. And you can, sometimes when our nervous systems are unregulated or not in a healthy place, forced breathing is actually too much. It's too stimulating. So oftentimes it's recommended is just to breathe normal and observe your breath. Okay, you can also do one big breath in and then completely exhale all the air, almost forcibly exhale it, and that'll reset your nerves. So let's do one of those first. So deep breath in. And all the way out and push all the way out. Hold. Now inhale. So that reflexive inhale, what it does is it almost resets your nervous system. There's also one called the physiological sigh. So we'll try that now. So this is breathing in all the way and then try to breathe in just a little bit more and then exhale again and breathe normal. Okay, so we'll do one more all the way in and then a little bit more and exhale. And in. Out. Nice. So that's super powerful at just honestly just resetting our breath. Okay, we'll do a couple normal breaths here, breathing in and out. And in and out. In and out. Just observe your breath. now feeling your feet on the ground. Imagine roots flowing through you into the ground, okay? Connected to the earth, whether you call that Mother Earth, Gaia, Pachamama, the earth, however you see it. Just imagine those roots flowing down to the earth. You're connected, you're supported. Feel that grounding. There's a lot going on in the world right now, individually for us as well, and collectively, right? We feel that. Okay, so earthing is extremely powerful. Feel that energy going through you. If there's something in your mind that's stressing you out or worried, or emotions are there, or you feel like you're muddled up in other people in your head, just let that flow through you into the earth. Get space there. And imagine light flowing down from Source, God, Universe, your highest self, however you see it. Imagine that flowing down through you and up from the earth. So observing your breath. Okay, just gonna do a couple little tunes here. We're gonna play that Together as One song that I wrote before. It's almost like the Sanctuary theme song. Okay. So if you don't know the words, you can go back to Sanctuary 2. In the description they have them, but obviously you're watching this, so you can't do it now. But feel free to sing along or just take this in. So as separate as we feel, a theme we've discussed a lot here is our togetherness, is our unity, is our connection, and you hear that a lot in the world now, right? About our connection, our unity, and our strength together. And it's true, we are individuals, separate entities, but also together. And hopefully these times that we have here kind of reinforce that idea. So I invite you, we'll just briefly think about something that's on your mind, heart, prayer, intention. Just bring that forward right now and just hold that thought out. Just hold that thought out and imagine everyone watching this at any point is shining love through and into that thing. Just imagine yourself holding that intention, and we're all flowing compassion and love and joy and peace towards you for that thing, whatever it is. Beautiful. Here, I'm just going to sing one tone here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let's go back to the skeleton here. My friend Bonesy. Alright. Let's do. Okay, so we'll end with just a little science moment here. I mentioned the vagus nerve, so some of these tapping things we do. Okay, so what this is gonna do, I'm gonna just describe. So the vagus nerve, I have a video on the website I just did called it What is the Vagus Nerve? And that goes into detail about this as well. But so basically our vagus nerve is central to our connection, our relaxation response. It's tied to our ability to feel connected, both to ourself, other people, divine, God, source. It's what's called a cranial nerve, which means it emerges right from our brain. You can kind of see just a lot of the picture here, but right in the back of our skull it emerges, kind of right in here. And it comes out behind our ears, okay, and it emerges just behind our ear. If you go right behind your ear and then go like this, right down, there's a soft spot right behind. That's where it comes out. Then it goes along our neck, behind the muscle, this one right here, called the SCM, or the sternocleidomastoid, this big muscle here. It goes right behind that. So there's different ways to turn this on, but basically when we're stressed, anxious, irritated, annoyed, any of those quote-unquote negative emotions, this nerve gets what's called down-regulated or less active. It's firing less as a nerve. So you can imagine the nerve being like a big garden hose. There's less water going through it. It's not firing properly. And so in a normal state, in a healthy state, it helps the organs relax, our body relax, our nerves relax. So it's extremely powerful and beneficial. When it's not functioning, our digestion turns off, we're in fight or flight, stress response. The kidneys, the adrenal glands release cortisol, that whole running away from the tiger aspect, or chronic stress usually in our lifetime happens. So this is an extremely important nerve that through singing, humming, community time like this together, through what else does it? Grounding practices. Don't implement this next one if you have any kind of it's overly cautious, but any kind of blood pressure stuff or heart conditions right away. But if you put a cold pack right over your artery here, right on your neck on both sides, cold stimulates the nerve. Basically cold temperature change, that stimulation makes the nerve fire. So it turns on the vagus nerve, and it's extremely beneficial if you are stressed or anxious, and you feel comfortable doing it. This is not medical advice, but if you put an ice pack right here, or just apply cold right there, or in the back of your neck even, right away, it's one of the most beneficial things I've found that right away can shift you. It's crazy. So just put that right here, right in the side, and you'll feel more connected after doing that. Can you feel the connection? And so this runs there, and then it goes into our stomach, innervates all the organs. So it's part of our automatic or autonomic nervous system, which tells our organs to digest and do all the automatic functions that we don't think about doing. Versus I'm going to move my arm like this. That's not automatic, right? We're thinking that, consciously doing that. Yeah, so that's the vagus nerve. So when we sing, we're vibrating our larynx and pharynx and our throat here, right? if you just hum, and you put your hands right here, you can feel a vibration. And that vibrates the nerve. So if you're anxious, stressed, again, if you hum, you can massage right in here and also hum. That'll stimulate this vagus nerve and help you relax and help yourself feel more connection. Can you feel the connection? Anyway, yeah. So yes, that's the vagus nerve. I know this is a little more sciencey and explanation based today, but hopefully that was helpful. And if you end up watching this, I hope that was beneficial for you. And as usual, have a great week, everyone. I honor you wherever path you're on. You know, namaste, or however you see it. I honor you, and hopefully this helps with your journey. Awesome. Have a good week, guys.